everyone, and welcome back to my channel. If you are new here today, please make sure to smash that subscribe button, and for all my returning subscribers, welcome to another video by your ultimate fave, who's ultimately eating because she's ultimately hungry, and I'm ultimately about to F shit up. I'm totally and utterly convinced that nobody likes food as much as I do. Like, I don't think I've ever met anybody who's as passionate about food as I am. But, cha, honey. Anyway, guys, today I am back with a video that I've been meaning to do for some time. But the reason I halted this video is because I wanted to watch an adequate amount of episodes before I could actually review the show. So, But before we get into that, I just want to let you guys know what I'm eating today. Today I am having some Megalo, which is really awkward because they made me wings and there's a whole entire lid in here. Okay, this is really disgusting. Why is there a lid in my food? Yeah, this is really nasty. Okay, that was really nasty. But okay, we move. Ah, guys, this is the serviette they gave me. Yeah, Megalo. They're fucking playing me. Look at this. They gave me Nah, guys, Megalo's hit rock bottom, bro. I don't know about this one. I don't know why there's a lid in my food, but there evidently is. And also the kind of tissue paper they had. But anyway, let's move past that because I'm really hungry. Kind of skeeved, kind of eeked, but really hungry nonetheless. Anyway, I'm just gonna have to be honest. You guys know me and my honesty. I'm not too impressed with Megalo's service, right? The first time I tried Megalo, the food is good, the food is amazing, but the service is so sugar honey iced tea. Let me actually not even sugarcoat it. The last time I went there, they didn't have wings. Today I wanted this Hercules, and I also wanted mac and cheese, and that was finished, and it's like, but okay. So I'm not too impressed with their service. I'd have to give it a solid 4. I think that's something that they really need to work on. But I am looking forward to the food. I hope it does taste as good as it looks. So this is the Hercules, and there is 2 options. There's a beef and a chicken one. So I took chicken because I'm really trying to stay away from red meats. And then instead of the mac and cheese, which is actually what I went there for, they were out of mac and cheese. So they actually made me buy... No, let me tell you what happened. I said, is there anything I can opt in replacement? And they were like, no. And I was like, okay, can I buy wings? Can I buy like 4 extra wings? And they were like, you can't buy anything that's less than the prices on the menu. Yeah? But anyway, we moved, cha. I'm just excited to taste the food. Not too impressed, but could you shut your ass up, bruh? It's my neighbor's parrot. So guys, let me have a first bite. I'm just gonna take a chicken wing because that's actually what I wanted to try. I was about to go to the burger yard in Vosloo because when I heard that obviously, what is this? Megalo didn't have mac and cheese. I tried to go to burger yard and they were like, no, we don't have wings. We only sell them on weekends. I'm like, whatever, child, we move. So anyway, I'm gonna have a bite of this chicken wing. It looks really good though. I can't take away the taste of the food. The taste will always be good, but you guys know how pedantic I am about customer service. So once the customer service is kind of off par, I just get put off. But anyway, let's go. I'm even afraid to dip my chicken in this sauce. But I can't lie, it's still good though. Okay? I'm just gonna eat the rest of this and get into the story. Well, into the review. You know what? What was I mad about again? Cha. Let's have a bite of the burger and then we can jump straight into it. This is their burger, guys. The buns are soft, which I love. Now, I want to talk about why we're really here, okay? I'm just gonna take a sip of my bev. Now, guys, we are all gathered here today to discuss Temptation Island, South Africa. And what did I say about men and being selfish and being bums, okay? Men are lame, men are bums, men are everything that I knew that they were, and nobody believed me, and I'm saying it again so y'all can hear it for a flipping 17th time. There's been this new spin-off series. You guys have obviously watched Love Island season 1. I was a big fan of Love Island because I followed both Libo. No, I didn't follow Libo previously. The winners, which were Libo and Timna, were like my favorite couple. However, prior to them being a couple, I followed Timna individually. Libo, I didn't particularly follow, but not because I didn't think he was a cool gent, but you know, sometimes when you follow a hot guy who's got an 8-pack when you're in a relationship, it seems a little bit disloyal, you know, you start having weird dreams, man. But no, yeah, I didn't follow Libo prior to the show, but after the show I kind of fell in love with them as individuals and as a couple. So I really had hope for these South African spin-offs on American reality TV series. So there was a new spin-off on a show called Temptation Island. The show was called Temptation Island South Africa, and basically what happens is that 4 couples go into the house and they are split into separate houses. The guys go into one house, the girls go into one house. The guys are exposed to about 5-10 girls, the girls are exposed to about 5-10 guys. And each week they kind of are forced to develop relationships and test the nature of their own relationships and whether they want to be with their current partners or whether they want to explore something else. Okay. So the first season, in this particular episode, I'm gonna move this closer. In this particular episode, there were 4 couples. It was Grant and Precious. It was MJ and Tabby. It was Justin and the other lady. Her name starts with an E, I think, I'm not sure. Estelle, that's her name, Estelle. So it's Justin and Estelle. And then it's, did I mention MJ and Tabby? I don't know if I did. MJ and Tabby. And it's Grant, Precious, and it's, is it Busizo and Musa? Oh my god. Hi, awesome. Anyway, these 4 couples agreed to do Temptation Island South Africa, and where they basically test their relationships. I don't know why you did that, child, but you did anyway. And let me just say, off the bat, I don't know what I was expecting, but what I got is really good. Like, I would give that show a solid 9 out of 10, because it's literally got me engaged, captivated, engrossed. I hate certain people. Grant. I don't even hate MJ as much as I hate Grant. Like, ew. Anyway, I'm gonna go from favorite to least favorite couple. The first couple that I really like, have the least issues, is Justin and Estelle. Now, with Justin, guys, personally, I feel really bad for Justin because I can tell that Justin really likes Estelle, but Estelle's just like, child. Estelle's just trying to live her best life, bruh. Estelle wants Justin to chase her while she chases other people. And the sad thing is, Justin even said, the way Justin knows Estelle, Justin even said that Estelle likes men who are emotionally unavailable. So if you don't chase her, she's going to want you, but the moment you want her back, she's out. And I was like, you toxic ass, you are so toxic that, you remember that girl concoction that the Powerpuff Girls' dad made? Sugar, spice, everything nice, and then you, Mojo Jojo, come in with your toxicity. Like, I was just like, bruh, Justin loves you. Justin, week in, week out, didn't kiss Angelique. He made a connection with Angelique, but you could see that he was still guarded because he loves and cares for Estelle. But Estelle, like, you take me on a trip, I like to go someplace. Go back to your relationship. How about that? Not one I like, guys. Estelle actually frustrates me to the max of, like, I'm pissed to the pissed of festivity. Like, I genuinely, I feel like Justin deserves better. In my opinion. If you watch episode 1, it was Estelle's idea to come onto the island. It was Estelle's idea for them to test and see what's going on. It was Estelle who had cold feet. It was Estelle who didn't want to take the leap of faith with my boy Justin. And then Justin all of a sudden finds a connection. Now she's like, I'm so sad that he keeps picking Angelique. No, don't be sad. Deal with it. Deal with it. So number 4 least toxic nigga has to be Justin. I feel like Justin definitely has the faithful black man badge. We need to give it to him because he's definitely a faithful black man. Well, I mean, unless he wants to associate with colored, so that's also fine. He's a faithful colored man, and I believe that Justin deserves better. Do I think Angelique is better for him? No. I think Angelique just wants to win. Bruh. She just wants to walk out with Justin. But I do believe that Justin cared about Estelle more than Estelle cared about her. And once it's like that, bruh, get out of there. Chicken is great. Number 3 on the list of toxic niggas. This was a difficult one because this one, it was very hard to make, like, to choose. Because I feel like to a certain degree, the other one was a little bit more forthcoming about what he was trying to do. And the other one played it like, oh, no. So number 3 on the list of toxic gents is gonna have to be MJ. I know you guys are saying, no, why? MJ isn't as toxic as we make him out to be. Now, MJ took an interest in Buntle right after he made fun of the whole cast on some, no one's gonna take me away from my girl. These girls, he dead ass. I knew. Guys, Buntle M is a pretty hand. She's a bang honey. Like, we can say whatever we want, she's a bang hand. Oh my god, I'm starting to sound like the New North. Buntle is a beautiful woman. Beautiful young lady. So pretty, so sweet, she's poised. And I say all this stuff because I know Buntle personally, guys. But she's genuinely a very nice person. So I'm not surprised that MJ fell for her and made a connection with her. But what I hate is the energy that MJ came with into the show. That he was not going to allow himself to fall for anyone or whatever. But you know what he did? He chased after Buntle week in, week out. He went as far as saying, I love you. I'm like, that's gotta be the most toxic ass thing I've ever heard. But now, let's talk about toxicity, right? At least 99.99999999999999907 of the time, toxic niggas are always with faithful people, with people who never want to break their hearts. Like, toxic people always create this environment where they end up with the most faithful, loving people. And obviously my point is proven right because he was with Ntabi, and Ntabi week in, week out, with CJ on her case, with Brandon on her case, with that other guy, the one who got drunk and said, I'm the best in this house. His name must not be mentioned because he was really rowdy AF. Ntabi had a lot of niggas at her beck and call, but she still chose flipping MJ. And you know what MJ did? MJ kept saying, no, I want to leave this house with you. I'm in love with you, Buntle. What do you mean love? No, but I just want to know, quick side note, are people in that house smashing? Like, are you guys babsing each other? Because why the sudden love potion when it comes to Buntle? And Buntle in her confessionals, has made it very clear that she might, just because she might walk out with MJ in this house doesn't guarantee they'll be together. So I think MJ is a papaya. I think he deserves to get played. Because he definitely gave the impression that he wouldn't step out of his comfort zone or his relationship on Tab Singh. But instead of stepping out, he packed his bags, he even packed his other clothes that he doesn't wear, and he deadass got the bus and he walked away. He even left his car, he got the bus, and he definitely stepped out. He didn't even step out, he moved out. He didn't even step out of his relationship. He moved out of it and moved into another relationship. So I hope Buntle my little like hope is that when he does pick Buntle, if he does pick Buntle, Buntle doesn't pick him back. I really want there to be like a plot twist, like the craziest plot twist. And also, it was a little weird seeing MJ there because I am a big fan of Eno Machijane, right? I hope I said that correctly without butchering his surname. But I am a fan of Eno, and Eno, he had his own show on Moja Love called The Winging a Corner, and he was dating MJ. What in the reality TV stars happening here? Like, what is going on? However, MJ did make it clear that he is bisexual, so I'm glad that he was honest, but he didn't tell Bunke at the beginning. But that's fine. Don't really like MJ. I can't wait for them to dump him. When MJ got his payback is when he made a video for Ntabi and he was like, yeah, me, I love you, and I love it. And Ntabi didn't leave anything for him. I was like, a queen. A queen! You know when you burp, you make space for more food. Right, now we're down to the last two toxic ass niggas. Cause this one needs my full undivided angry attention. I really want us to talk about number 2 on the list. Number 2 has to be Grant. Now Grant is this precious. And precious baton. Grant personally is the one I hate the most, but he's not the most toxic nigga in the house. He's not. What happened with Grant is that Grant was precious, Grant saw Nicole, and Grant fell for Nicole. And because Nicole's a toxic ass hand, she was like, yo, no, you're suffocating me, no, you like disrupting me, no, you're doing this, no, I just want my spice. But then when Grant picked another girl, Lirato, all of a sudden she got upset. I'm like, what in the light skin ass actionary is happening here? What in the main character Beyonce is going on here? There was a point in the episode she was like, yes, I am the heat. Oh, Nicole bored me, guys. You know, I don't blame Grant for falling for Nicole. I think a lot of niggas on the show made it very evident that Nicole is heat. She is fire. Okay, we can't take that away from her. She's cute, she's tall, got great legs, got straight teeth. She looks like she's funny. She looks, well, we could be wrong about that, but she looks like she's funny and whatnot. But what I hated is that week in, week out, a lot of girls in their confessionals were even saying that Nicole doesn't like Grant. Nicole just wants Grant so she can move in date after date after date after date, right? Because she knew that she had Grant in the palm of her hands, while Precious was busy dying there, not even entertaining Dane because of my flipping Grant. Grant is busy kissing Nicole, but Grant gets mad when Precious kisses Dane. Yeah? We are La. Right. She must kiss him all night long, bro. Like she must kiss him when she's there on the date, kiss him on the ride home, kiss him in the kitchen, kiss him when she's in the toilet, also kiss him in her dreams, where it really, really matters. But let's talk about Nicole and how toxic she is. So now, you could evidently see that Nicole didn't like Grant. And like she tried to make it I don't want to be suffocated. And I'm like, you're lying. Then why did you come to the show? Why did you even come here? You're not looking for love. You either looking for fame or clout or something else, but it's definitely not love, mates. Because if you found someone that you connected with, that wouldn't have died. And you talk about suffocation and needing your own space. Look, don't get me wrong, there are people who genuinely need their own space, but you can't demand your own space on a reality TV show. Eventually, Grant picked Lerato, of which I also felt like that was really effed up. Because Grant doesn't feel anything for Lerato, but he picked Lerato to make Nicole jealous. And that for me was also like, I'm all for you guys doing whatever you want to do now. We all make these mistakes, but this is on national TV. And you want to ridicule someone all because you want to gain the attention of somebody else. Leave me alone, bro. Don't pick me as a pity choice. Don't say you want to give me a chance, but then in your confessional, you're like, no, I just see a platonic friendship. Then don't pick me. Pick your little toxic ass hun who's not even gonna date you after the show anyway, because she's gonna date the real man that she finds, bro. I really genuinely, from the bottom of my abdomen, right above my coochie, I really hope that Precious goes home with Dane. I know we're gonna fight. We're gonna fight, but I really want Precious to go home with Dane, even though Dane also looks like he's just playing the game to play the game. At least he is genuinely showing an interest in her, whereas Nicole's basically snubbing you, but you're still chasing for her affection. That's some weak ass shit, bro. And she's like, yo, you guys gonna pick your partners in the end. Must we pick you? Huh? Why must Grant pick you when you don't even like him? Nicole thinks you're stupid. All I'm gonna say is, girl, Nicole, if you see this before it's time for the finale, I'm gonna tell you right now, Grant ain't picking you. He might take your number after the show. He might try to see you, but he ain't picking you. Yo, I lied, then he picks her. Whoa! No, I don't know who Grant is gonna pick. Grant seems pretty madly in love with Nicole, even though he loves Precious. He's still infatuated and in love with Nicole because that's who he's exposed to right now. And honestly, I feel like when men are in a position to get better, that's what they'll always do. They will get better. Okay, last couple. Number one most toxic guy is none other than your typical Zulu man. Oh, Sfiso. My wish is that you get kicked off the show. My wish for you is Sfiso Sam Ogutunga Puma Elifin Gamusa, bro. Sfiso is the most toxic gent in that house, and he dead ass embraces it. He almost plays off of it, and I think being the only kind of, look guys, there's two colored guys and there's two black guys, right? The colored guys, obviously you can see that they drifting towards the colored women, and that's okay. You know, we can't move past that. The segregation is still real. Maybe it's an attraction thing, but I'm just like, bruh. You know, Justin didn't give any other girl a chance. Grant didn't give any other girl a chance. And you can definitely see that MJ just fell for Winslow. Okay, cool. He didn't give any other girls a chance. But Usmu played the field. He played midfielder. He played striker. He played keeper. He played ref. He played bench. He literally tried his best. But I also like that. Because Sfiso came to the show to find love. He didn't sideline other women like the other men. The other men found one girl and then they just went to her and then they put their efforts in her, and that thing kind of frustrated me because it's like, then what? Why are the other women there? You're making the other women feel more insignificant. Do you understand? I would have appreciated more from Justin, one, and from MJ, two. Grant, not even a chance, because Grant was like a little for Nicole. So I'm just like, bruh. Sfiso is the one who generally irked me, and he's the most toxic nigga in that house because he led these people on, and he also was talking to somebody else, but I forgot her name, and she left right in the beginning. I don't mind that Sfiso was playing the field. Don't get me wrong. I don't mind that Sfiso was playing the field. He had to. That's how Temptation Island works. What I do mind is that he kept telling each and every woman a story that he knew was not real. I hate that. I hate that with everything in me. I know MJ did the same, but at least MJ did it with one hand. You understand? At least Grant did it with one hand. At least Justin did it with one hand. Even though that isn't how Temptation Island works, we can take comfort in knowing that they aren't walking little hells. Sfiso, his wish is to be a polygamist. And he said it though. He said it. As much as I completely respect the culture of polygamy, because some people grew up in this culture where they believe and they know that their fathers, grandfathers, dads, husbands, wives have multiple women or are allowed to for various reasons, various cultural reasons, whether personal or cultural. But personally, in my personal capacity, I don't believe that trying to implement polygamy on a reality TV show makes sense. You're lying, and you're a liar, and you're basically ridiculing what polygamy is. Don't say, oh, I'm a polygamist, that's why I'm gonna go find 3 different women on a love show when you know that you're gonna walk away with one. What do you? Nothing? Okay, gotcha. I think Sfiso was toxic. I think he played on women's emotions, and that part was very triggering. Having dated a Zulu man when you can see what they do behind closed doors, it's just kind of like, okay, you can say you love her, but don't say, I definitely believe I'll leave my girl for you. No, you're not leaving me. No, you're not leaving. You're lying. I'm so pissed. Ciao. Anyway, ciao. So, Swiso Mara, are you proud of yourself? Are you proud of yourself? Because if you are, good for you. But are you really proud of yourself? I hated the emotional manipulation. It's one thing to be in a house and obviously try to develop relationships. It's another thing to lie and say, I would leave my partner for you. And then in your confessional, after watching Musa's message to you, like, yo, no, that's my baby, I love her, and we've been through so much together, so I'm gonna stick with it. But then you're here because you're trying to embrace polygamy. I just hate the useless reasoning. Like, I hate it. Don't use something like a cultural perspective, or don't use something that's embedded in our culture to use it as an excuse to cheat. Why didn't you believe in polygamy before you came on the show? Because if you did, Musa would have said, yes, Sfiso is a polygamist. He comes from a polygamous family and therefore he wants to be a polygamist. That's why we're here, to see if we can find somebody else. Don't fucking lie. Don't lie. Why are you lying? You're a liar. You know what you are? A liar. Hold your chest and say, I am a liar. Personally, for me, I feel like Eva's gonna be very hurt. I can already see it coming. And I'm very much full because those wings are very crunchy AF. And I'm also very speaking from the emotion, so I can't eat and chew at the same time. But I knew it from the moment that he asked, would you do anything for me? Would you stick with me if I was cheating? Would you trust me? Nigga, bruh. The whole nation doesn't even trust you after watching what you've been doing for the past few weeks, Mara, claiming oh, you love her. He went as far as dogging her within the first week or two, saying that, no, yeah, I hate a woman who doesn't know how to respect me and do this and do this and do this. Yeah. And then after that, the girls were already saying, oh, you don't respect me. So you know what they did? They played on Musa's flaws. Oh yeah, I'll respect you. I'm gonna respect you, Sfiso. No, my shut your ass up, bruh. Women are also such master manipulating things. Like, I'm actually just so pissed off. And then Nicole finally came out with the truth and said, yeah, you guys are gonna leave us for your girlfriends anyway. And I'm like, I know, that's right. Finally, some reality. Finally, something's gonna check in and sink in to understand that you could flip and bring him tea every day on a balcony in front of a beach in Nice now. That don't mean that nigga's going to leave his 5-year girlfriend for you. And even if he was, girl, why are you capitalizing on my flaws? I like that shit. But anyway, guys, after I've yelled my ass off, I realize now that this was a lot of food. I don't know what I was signing up for, but it definitely wasn't any of this. And like, my stomach is so full, it's gonna pop out of my sweatpants. And you know how loose sweatpants are, dude, right? But like, it's gonna pop out of there. But anyway, guys, that is it. I know that this mukbang was meant to be a mukbang, but deep down in my spirit, I knew deadass what I wanted to eat, wings and mac and cheese. But also, because men make me so sick, I felt like this was not the right time to address this while eating. I had to really get into it and make you guys understand. But anyway, guys, that is it. That is the end of my Temptation Island South Africa review, as well as my Megalo Mukbang. I'm probably gonna have this later. It genuinely is a lot of food, so I would suggest if you're gonna get something to eat, definitely get the Hercules, because it does come with a burger, chips, and wings. Whereas these wings are obviously something I made or I ordered in replacement to the mac and cheese. So this is definitely not on the menu. Don't even ask for wings and chips. You're not gonna get it, bro. You're not gonna get it. I had to pay so that I can obviously have more wings, because I really, really like chicken. And I like their chicken wings. They're so crunchy, they're flavorful, they're delicious. And I knew that 2 wasn't gonna be enough for me, except this white meat pot. But I knew 2 was not gonna be enough. But anyway, guys, that is it. That is the end of my video. Please comment down below and let me know if you like this review. Let me know if you want to see the finale review. But until then, this is your ultimate fave signing out, and I will see you on my next mukbang.